everyone, Sabrina here from Scrappy Tales Crafts, and today I have a new video featuring 3 cards I made with these 2 new products called Eiffel Tower and the Umbrella Couple die set. I am also going to use those small hearts from our Scalloped Heart die set from last year. So I'm going to start by paper piecing all 3 of the images that are included in the Eiffel Tower die set. In there you get a Eiffel Tower, a 3-piece lantern, and then this bike that has like a baguette and some wine, so it's French inspired. And I'm going to use all 3 to create 2 regular flat cards and 1 pop-up card. So here I'm just paper piecing the bike from this set. I really like this particular die set because it pairs nicely with all of the new couples that I've brought out. Today I'm using it with the Umbrella couple, but in a previous video I used it with our new Backside BFFs couple. And this Umbrella couple is also in our new J'adore card kit, so if you want to see some more ideas using it, definitely check out my last video. I will have it linked down below. And I did create 10 cards with that new card kit. So today's video is a part of an Instagram hop, so if you'd like to see some close-up pictures, you can head over to Instagram and hop along so you can see the Scrappy Tales design team projects. They are absolutely amazing, super girly. There's some pop-ups in there. So I am also going to be giving away 2 $25 gift cards to Scrappy Tales to some lucky commenters who comment on each post along the hop. The more you comment, the more opportunities to win. So there I just finished the bike, and now I'm going to work on the lantern. And the lantern doesn't really have any layering pieces to it, but I am going to double back it with heavyweight black cardstock, just so that it's a little more sturdy and dimensional. And then behind the open areas of the lanterns, I'm going to add this red and orange paper that I bought at Michael's. There's 50 sheets in there, and they're a bunch of rainbow colors, and they look like ink blended backgrounds. So this is a great alternative to ink blending. Today I did not feel like blending a bunch of rainbow colors, so I really enjoy using this cardstock, and I'm going to use it for all of my cards. So here I'm just going to glue this behind the lanterns and then trim off the excess. And then for the Eiffel Tower, I think I add 2 layers of heavyweight gray cardstock for these. I think silver mirror would also be cute for this. And then I'm going to show you how I paper piece a couple using this die set. And this one is very simple. If you're new to paper piecing, the images that are being paper pieced are quite large, so you'll easily know where everything goes. There's also etching on the base die. You can see that I cut from cream cardstock. That's going to be their skin. You can see that there are etched cut lines that let me know what the man's jacket is, what the girl's dress is. So it's very easy to figure out. I did cut all of the pieces from that same pattern paper that I was just talking about that just has a bunch of different colors. It looks like it's watercolored. And I just like that I can cut every single piece from one 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. So his suit is like this turquoise color. I gave him brown shoes. The umbrella is purple. And then I'm going to give her a pinky purpley dress. You can also use pattern paper for her dress or for his suit. I think that would be really cute, especially if you can give him like a plaid suit. Her hair is going to be brown, and then I'll just give her the matching pink shoes, and that's it. This couple takes less than 10 minutes to fully assemble. And the first 2 cards I create today are great for mass producing. I also love with these couple dies in general, you can really customize the girl specifically to look like yourself. You can change the hair color and the skin tone to match your recipients. Alright, so I did pull in the I Love You word dies from our Valentine mug add-on die set from last year. You can use whatever word dies you have in your stash, or you can just use a stamped sentiment. I love word dies because I can stack them up like I'm doing here, and it just adds some more dimension to a simple card. Here you can see I kind of laid out my scene. The background is cut to a mini slimline size, slightly smaller so that I can matte it with some black cardstock. And it's just this really pretty sunset blend. Below it I'm going to add just a freehand cut grass hill. And then in the background I'll add my Eiffel Tower, and then my couple is going to go on the forefront. A very simple scene. This only took less than 5 minutes to completely assemble. And then I'm going to add the I love you at the top of this. And then I will embellish with the white clay hearts that are included in the card kit. You cannot buy those separate. There are a few mixes on the website that have some clay hearts mixed in, but I really like the set from the card kit because you get white, red, and pink hearts. So I thought that these would look like raindrops, so I added quite a few all around the panel. Matted that with black cardstock, and now I'm going to add it to my mini slimline card base, which is 3 by 6. So my next card is pretty much the exact same layout. I just made it into an A2 card version. So I used the same pink to yellow sunset background, added another grass hill at the bottom. And this time I'm going to add the lantern to the left side, and my bike is going to be on the forefront. I die cut the I love you this time from black. I will again matte this on black cardstock. I really think black is a nice contrast to rainbow colors. So I'll go ahead and glue the lantern to the left side, and then below that I'm adding my bike. Everything works proportionately really well, and you could use this lantern also with the umbrella couple instead. I think that would be cute if you don't want it to be Paris themed. Again, I'll add the I love you to the top right corner, and that is it. Those are probably my 2 fastest cards, but I think they're really cute, and they're a nice complement to my 3rd card, which takes a lot longer to create because it is a pop-up vase card. I'm going to do the same thing and use these white clay hearts. I don't add as many to this one, but again, I do think that they look like falling raindrops, which is really cute. Then I'll go ahead and glue this to my A2 card base. And that finishes off my 2nd card. If you'd like to see close-ups, again, you can hop along with us over on Instagram, or you can check out my coordinating blog. I'm starting my 3rd card by creating these rainbow umbrellas. And what I did was die cut each of the base umbrellas from different colors of cardstock to create the rainbow. Again, I used that pattern paper I showed at the beginning of the video. It includes all of these colors on one sheet of cardstock. So I wasn't having to dig through my stash to find all these colors, even though it probably would have been fine and you would have got the same look. So I am cutting apart each of these base umbrellas down to their individual triangles, and then I also die cut each base umbrella from white cardstock so that I can line up the panels back onto the base, and then each panel is a different color, and that's how I get the rainbow umbrellas. And because I had to cut 8 of them, you can actually end up with 8 umbrellas, and I do use those leftover ones on my 10 card 1 kit video. So if you're wondering where all those came from, it is from this project. I only needed 1 for this, so I'm glad I was able to use the other ones. This did take quite a bit of time, and you obviously don't have to create 8 if you don't want to, but I figured since I have all the panels anyway, I might as well. So I'm just going to finish off these last 2 triangles, and the umbrella isn't perfectly an octagon, so some of the triangles I have to wiggle around, I have to move them to make sure that they're in the right place, but for the most part it's pretty easy to line up. All right, so I'm going to create another couple here. This time I'm going to give them some tanner skin with craft cardstock. I did add them onto a solid white heavyweight die cut. If you follow me, you know I pretty much do this with all of my die cuts just to give some more stability and weight to the card. And also this is going to be my focal point in the center of a vase card, so I want to make sure it's not going to bend forward or backward. I did add another solid white base behind the rainbow umbrella, so that is going to be slightly more dimensional than the actual couple, which I really like because in real life that is how an umbrella would fall. I am going to dress this couple up as if maybe they just got married. So this could be a super cute engagement card or a wedding card to give to someone if you're going to a wedding. So his suit is black and her dress is white. I went ahead and die cut our A7 trapeze vase twice from heavyweight white cardstock. Those are the bases. And then these pieces that I'm gluing, I cut from that same watercolor paper that I have been using. And those are just going to be my decorative panels to decorate the vase. So I'm just gluing those on now. And here I'm just kind of laying out how this is going to be glued together. So I added the darker pink to the bottom of the trapeze and the orange to the top, but once I line these up, one of them is going to flip. So I encourage you with this vase to wait to decorate your panels until it's fully assembled. It doesn't really matter because this paper is almost the exact same color. So I am going to now add double-sided tape to each of the 1/2-inch tabs on both base pieces. And then I'm going to remove the backer on the bottom tabs and glue that tab to the trapeze that's next to it. You do want to reinforce your score lines so that everything pops outwards like you see here. And then you can attach the tops of the vase like so. So I'll go ahead and remove the backing on that top tab, line up my second base, then remove the second tab and line up each end together to create the actual vase. So there's an open end at the bottom and a closed end at the top. So on the closed top piece, I'm going to add my bridges that are included in the die set. I'm going to add one to the top right corner and one to the bottom left. I folded these bridges to look like triangles by folding those 1/2-inch side tabs inwards and pointing the center score line out. That way I can line up each 1/2-inch tab to each side of the vase like so. I do have some other video tutorials where I use this vase. If you'd like to see more inspiration, I will have a video linked below. I am going to add this umbrella couple to the right side bridge in the middle. And then directly behind the front of the base, I'm going to add a layer of grass. This is from our garden stand flowers die set. I also thought about adding a second layer of grass. I'm not sure if I do or not. But I did think I needed some other element to this. So I die cut this flower stem from our garden flowers die set. This one has the rain boots. And I die cut the stem from green and the flowers from light pink, and I'm just paper piecing the florals on top of the stem. I'm also going to add some pearls to the centers of these. And this is just going to fill that bottom left area nicely. I'm sorry for my head poking in here. I'm just trying to find the perfect size pearls for these flowers. I think I used 2 sizes, and I think this adds a nice bit of detail. Alright, so I'm also going to add a pearl to the center of the umbrella, because why not? And then I'm going to trim the flower stem to be a little bit thinner at the bottom so that I can glue this behind the front of my base, or I guess behind the grass. And then an umbrella wouldn't be complete without some clouds, so I added one behind the umbrella and one directly on top. And then those hearts that I showed at the very beginning of the video, I am putting those to use. You can see I added an acrylic stick behind them so that they can be taller and float onto that second bridge that I added to the left side. I'm going to add one smaller heart to the front onto another acrylic stick, and then that's going to be glued behind the grass. For my sentiment, I again chose I love you from the Fairy Sentiment stamp set. I'm going to stamp it onto a white heart from that Scalloped Hearts die set. And then that's just going to go on the very front of my card base. I am going to stack it up with 2 white die cuts behind it. And then that will complete my third card. So this is actually a pretty simple pop-up for what I normally do, but I think it's very, very cute. I hope you guys enjoyed my video today, and again, please check out that Instagram hop if you want some more inspiration featuring the new J'adore collection. And I do have a couple more videos lined up for you guys before I start really diving into the March collection. So I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!